My name is Kathleen Assini. I work at Delsea Regional Middle School. I am an 8th grade teacher. I've been teaching ancient history for the past 11 years, but when I return in September, I will be creating a new course in 21st century skills and learning. My 5th day of teaching was 9/11, 30 minutes from New York City. So I learned very quickly that kids had to feel safe and trust you in the classroom. And I've just magnified that. Luckily, that's not, an everyday situation, but it was, the penultimate at that point in my career. If I were to pick a unit out of my year, it's clearly the world religion unit that I enjoy teaching most. And having the students understand the societies in which those religions developed gives them insight into why the religions are the way they are. Learning is risk-taking. You have to be uncomfortable in order to be able to learn something new. So I have to provide them a safe place to be uncomfortable in, to take the risks to learn. Personally, I love the Common Core standards in conjunction with the New Jersey State standards, because the New Jersey State standards are very fact-filled. An example I always give is the rights, roles, and responsibilities of men, women, and foreigners in ancient civilizations. That's a New Jersey standard. So I can stand and tell you, the slaves did this and the slaves did that, and you write down your notes. Common Core says you need to basically read about it, write about it, talk about it, and think about it, which to me takes that one standard, and we do really cool things around that standard so that when the students are done, they understand what the differences were for people in a society. I heard one of my cohort use the example of when you play basketball, there's a standard size court and a standard size height of the net. How you play defense or offense, a 2-3 or a 1-3-1 or whatever you play, that's your state standards. You're running it you're just running them on that court. The Common Core takes us away from the PowerPoint in the front of the classroom as a social studies teacher. I think it puts responsibility on the students, so therefore they have to do the learning. I can be the greatest teacher in the world, but if my students don't learn, I've failed. And I think Common Core, the social studies, especially the social studies literacy standards, makes me have to make sure my children are learning because they have to produce something, whereas the state standards would allow me to give 45-minute lectures every day. Talking to parents about the Common Core, they have to understand that we're raising the rigor. That's the whole idea of the Common Core, is students have to be better prepared for college and career. The Common Core is just, again, a skill-based set of standards that says, in order to learn whatever you're learning, students should be able to do this. And those thises are what is going to take them all through the rest of their lives.